It's another rite of passage, another coming of an age, another chapter finished, another turn of the page. For it's how we mark the moments that gives meaning to the days, making sacred rites of passage of each coming of an age. No two lives are quite the same, no one birth quite like another. A new story's being told for both the baby and the mother. A rite of passage for the child, from darkness into light. A rite of passage for the parents as they create another life. At first the first come quickly, little milestones on the way. First smile, first tooth, first step, then off to school for that first day. And before their parents know it, their baby's fully grown, heading out into the world with rites of passage of their own.
Welcome to the Morristown Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. We are a spiritually alive, radically inclusive, and justice-centered community. We are a community of all ages, from infants all the way to elders reaching towards 100. We believe that each one of us at every age has wisdom to share, and that by listening to and learning from each other, we can grow in our faith. Today is a very special day in the life of our community. It is the culmination of our coming of age class, and the heart of our service is the opportunity to hear our 6th through 9th graders share their credos. We have a few announcements. 1, don't forget to join our coffee hour on Zoom at 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. to greet our coming of age class, their advisors and mentors, and to celebrate them. You'll find the link at www.muuf.org/virtual. 2, our Spring Fling service auction begins today, May 16th, and runs through May 23rd. You can check out the offerings at www.togetherauction.com/MUUF. 3, our collection today will be split 50-50 between our fellowship and Wind of the Spirit, a vital and vibrant immigrant justice advocacy and resource center in our community. 4, we are in the middle of our annual support drive with a theme of weaving the strands of community. We have reached 63% of our stretch goal of $505,000, and we invite you to make a pledge by May 20th for our upcoming fiscal year, which starts July 1. Check out www.muuf.org/annual-pledge. And now, I'm delighted to welcome the Gorman family to share a testimonial. Thank you for your generosity.
Hello to the fellowship. This is the Gorman family. You may know us as the family that lives directly across the street from the fellowship. So we are actually in our front yard right now. And we were asked to talk a little bit about the importance of the fellowship to us and why we pledge. We pledge every year. We've increased our pledge every year, and we feel very fortunate that we're even in a position to be able to pledge. We would encourage everyone to pledge, but we wanted to share a little bit about why we do so. So I can tell you why I do, and maybe the rest of the family can chime in. I have just found this to be a community of people who support their community. So I feel like every dollar that we give goes to a group and individuals who are using that shelter across the street, the programs of the fellowship, the community of the fellowship, to support the broader community. Oftentimes to support those who really need the support, the underserved, those who don't have anyone watching out for them. I just live in awe of so many of you donating so much of your time and your energy and your craft and your passion and your skill to not just the fellowship, but to many of those around the county, around the state, and around the world. And I want to do everything I can to support that. So that's what drove me to pledge. And Yvonne, you're the one who drove us across the street the very first time. You want to say why that was?
The election.
Yes. So not this most recent election, but the election that we don't speak of anymore. We had attended a fellowship down in South Jersey, UU community, and we got a lot from it. When we moved up here, we were thrilled to find ourselves directly across the street, but we're also very lazy, so we did not make our way across the street until election day. Put us in a dark place, and Yvonne suggested that maybe we could find the light if we found our community, and we did exactly that. And Harper, you were talking about what the fellowship means to you. Do you want to share?
Yeah.
Nice and loud.
So why I like it is they support all races. They actually celebrate races.
Yeah.
And they
And cultures, right?
yeah, and they support my brother. He is a activist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you also said very succinctly but very profoundly that they accept everyone. That was beautiful. I love that. Speaking of the activist, hey brother, why is it that you think we should pledge as a family?
I like all of the outreach that Muff does with all the different ministries and the RE program. It's all just really great.
Yeah, he's being much more succinct than he is in person for those of you who know him, but we're thrilled that the community across the street has become such a big part of his life too. I love that these two can just run over there. I know not everyone is so fortunate that they can just run across the street anytime, but I love the community that's been built over there, and I'm so appreciative of it. So thank you all so much for what you're doing and for considering pledging this year and hopefully every year. So thank you. See ya.
Thank you.
Bye.
In honor of our junior high youth group, the coming of age class, we are lighting their chalice. Every stone and marble in the column represents a joy, a concern, a sorrow, shared by one of the participants each week. It's full of their lives and the happenings in their lives, and their commitment to be there for each other. By that chalice each week are the 4 anchors on their altar that root their circle of community. First, we find a geode, which reminds them and all of us today not to judge a book by its cover. On the outside, it seems like an ordinary rock, but if you dig deep and if you look inside, you'll find something extraordinary. Second, stardust, which represents everything that ever was, is, and will be, and reminds us of our source. Third, coral represents community and the many different beings and generations which come together to create a cohesive community. Fourth, a fossil represents the ancestors. With the aid of the past and the heritage of Unitarian Universalism, we look forward to our future. May the light we now kindle be a symbol of the wisdom of youth, the warmth of community, and the welcome we offer to youth and to you to be fully who you are.
There is a love holding There is a love holding all that I love. There is a love holding all. I rest in this love. There is a love holding you. There is a love holding all that you love. There is a love holding all. We'll rest in this love. There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in this love. We rest in this love. We rest in this love.
Welcome to our very special youth service this morning. I am Kathy Solu, Consulting Director of Religious Education for our congregation. It is a privilege to be with you this morning to mark this very important day in the life of our junior high youth. Coming of age for Unitarian Universalists is a milestone year to mark the stage of growth in the religious and spiritual life of a young person. As with other rites of passage, the dedication ceremony for our little ones, the bridging of our high school seniors, the ceremonies of marriage, and our memorial services, we pause to hold up and to honor these moments of human engagement, effort, and enlightenment, and as a congregation, to bless. This year, our current 7th, 8th, and 9th graders have done the work laid out in our coming of age program, with an added layer of pandemic difficulty. As you might imagine, it has not been easy meeting virtually to discuss the big questions and examine the big issues of life and afterlife, right and wrong, the purpose of our individual existence. Who are we really? And what am I supposed to do with this life I have been given? Our young teens stuck it out, trusted the process and their advisors and mentors to guide the way. You will hear in their faith statements that they are independent thinkers, but have learned and continue to learn how to respect varying points of view and belief systems. They each have come to know our 7 guiding principles of Unitarian Universalism, its history and heritage. They are aware of the challenges that we face as citizens of our country and our world. Some of them are already quite active at facing these difficulties and have carved out their path to help us heal. I am eager for you to meet our budding scientists, social activists, artists, poets, and musicians, free thinkers, one and all. Welcome again, coming of agers, advisors, mentors, parents, all family members, and a devoted congregation.
Youth, mentors, parents, fellow advisors, thanks for participating in this unusual, mostly online year of learning and community building. It's been stressful, but it's also been beautiful and humbling. Throughout the year, we've explored some really big questions. Things like, is there a higher power? What happens when you die? Who am I? What do I believe? How do I want to live in the world? Sometimes we've answered them. This process of personal investigation, it's challenging and it's rewarding. And I want to thank you for the opportunity to question, to learn, and to grow alongside you.
Hi, I'm Mark Aronson. It's been a great pleasure to serve alongside Hazel, Liz, and Tom as one of your advisors this year. It hasn't been easy adjusting to a virtual format, but you guys have done a marvelous job. You've shown up week after week, and with some hard work did an outstanding job of creating your own faith statements, and hopefully had some fun along the way. To the mentors, a big thank you for willingly giving of your time and of yourselves to guide your mentees along their journeys. And a special shout out to our DRE, Kathy Solu, who gave countless hours going above and beyond to take care of whatever was needed, including us. Thank you. Congratulations, coming of agers.
Hi, this has been an amazing year. First, I want to thank the teachers with whom I worked. These are fantastic people. Hazel, Tom, Mark, what a great group of people to work with. Thank you for pitching in for each other. You're responsible, hardworking. It really was a perfect team. Thank you to the mentors for giving the kids and us your time, your patience, your talents, your wisdom, and your ears, which is really important for these kids. And thank you, Kathy Solu. Thank you for all of your time and effort behind the scenes for making this a memorable experience for everyone. And kids, hey, thanks. It's been fun. It really has. I got to know you and see you grow physically and emotionally and spiritually. You were fun to be around and funny, and I loved seeing you be kind to each other and talking about Marvel and The Mandalorian and things like that. So thanks for that. And thank you for coming. Almost every single Sunday we had close to 100% attendance. And parents, thanks for making that possible. So good luck to all of our students in this new stage of life. I know that you're well prepared for whatever life throws at you. Take care.
At the beginning of the year, we met with the young people and with their parents to advise them of the commitment that's required for the Coming of Age program. We also recruited an excellent set of mentors who also made a strong commitment to this year's Coming of Age class. Over the course of the year, we learned quite a bit. We had some fun, had some outdoor activities in this pandemic year. And here we are, where the young people present their service and their faith statements, and we get to congratulate and commend this Coming of Age class of 2021. Congratulations.
Turn around one day shaking under me. I can't keep still now that I broke free. A funny look that you're giving me, I see. I've been changing, and I'm worried you ain't ready for me. I've been changing, and I'm worried you ain't ready for me. I've been changing, I can't promise who I'm gonna be. I make rainbows in the blackest night. Can I just do me and not cause a fight? 'Cause when I speak up, I can sound so trite, but it's alright. Yeah, I've been changing, and I'm worried you ain't ready for me. I've been changing, and I'm worried you ain't ready for me. I've been changing, I can't promise who I'm gonna be. Changing, I've been changing, I've been changing, I've been changing.
In a house which becomes a home, one hands down and another takes up.
The heritage of mind and heart, laughter and tears, musings and deeds.
Love, like a carefully loaded ship, crosses the gulf between the generations.
Therefore, we do not neglect the ceremonies of our passage.
When we wed, when we die, and when we are blessed with a child.
When we depart and when we return, when we plant and when we harvest.
Let us bring up our children.
It is not the place of some official to hand them their heritage.
If others impart to our children our knowledge and our ideals,
they will lose all of us that is wordless and full of wonder.
Let us build memories in our children, lest they drag out joyless lives.
Lest they allow treasures to be lost because they haven't been given the keys.
We live not by things, but by the meanings of things.
It is needful to transmit the passwords from generation to generation.
Thank you for allowing us the privilege of accompanying you on this small part of your life's journey. Blessed be.
Hi, my name is Ryan, and this is my faith statement. As I was writing it, I found myself unable to make up a cohesive paragraph or paragraphs, and looking for ideas, I happened upon something from a few years ago, question and answer, so that is what I am going to do. Number 1, do you believe in a God? No, I do not believe in any God/higher power, but I kind of wish I did. It seems nice knowing that you have a clear meaning/purpose on this planet. 2, what does it mean to be a good person? You have to try to help other people to the best of your ability and to leave a positive impact on the world. 3, which UU principle is most important to you? The fourth principle. I think that searching for your own truth and meaning is a really important step in your life. 4. What happens after death? I think that there is just a kind of void and you just cease to exist. And 5. What do you want to accomplish? I want to know that I made a positive impact on this planet. Okay, thank you.
My name is Caitlin, and I believe that in the world you have to adapt, to change to what others think and their wishes, what you believe in the world around us. We have to adapt to natural resources and not being able to control everything. I believe that everything around us is changing, and we have to be willing to adapt to that.
My name is Niall Brennan, and I'm part of the Coming of Age program. Over the years, I've realized that my faith does not revolve around any certain God. I instead put my faith in logic and science. I've realized that to me, life is about finding happiness and doing things you enjoy, whether it be seeking adventure, making others happy, or simply being in nature. I find happiness in all of the above. That is my faith, and that is what I will strive to do in the rest of my life. Thank you.
I'm Claudia Steinberg, and I wrote a poem called A Growing Flower. A flower starts out as a small seed. It is alive but hasn't discovered its full potential yet. Can't reach its full potential on its own. Needs help from the sun, soil, water, and air. Without help and support, the seed won't be able to grow. For a while, the seedling seems on its own, makes its own food, gets lost in its thoughts. There are many things it doesn't know. Where it came from, where it is, who is there with it. Only when the seed has become a flower can it finally see a beautiful garden in which it plants its roots strongly and stands tall. Surrounding the flower are other flowers. Each one looks different. They took different amounts of time to grow. Some needed more sun, some needed less water. The sun looks over the flowers. It keeps everything in the garden warm. It guides the flower along its journey. Though the sun is not a flower, it sympathizes and comforts. It assures because it knows the flower is not alone, but it walks a path of its own. I know I need certain people around me who help me grow and support me to be able to fulfill my journey, just as a flower needs water, soil, and sun to grow. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emmy Ng, and this is my faith statement. I do not believe that there is a God. Truth is found in science and math, not in some book. People can believe whatever they want. However, I believe that truth lies in logic and not in a book that was written in 165 BC by 40 men in a room.
My name is Aaron Cockcroft, and this is my faith statement. I believe a God exists. I believe in the wellness of others. I believe that God is kind to us. I believe that God cares for us. I believe in the afterlife, especially heaven and hell. Family, friends, and goodwill are of great importance to me. I believe that I play a small role in society because I am in Boy Scouts. I hope I can help society more. I also would like to thank David Sneddon, my mentor, for getting me to this point in life. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Eleni, and my credo is that my values and beliefs include working to help others, be kind, caring, forgiving, be thankful, and making others laugh. Through the Coming of Age program, I've learned that my beliefs are most similar to being agnostic. I believe in both science and being spiritual. I think it is important to meditate and find time to be calm with your mind and your body, but it is also important to seek out facts about the world. I've also learned that through this process that I enjoy having freedom and that I want to be able to make my own choices in life. I am committed to the world, peace and justice for all individuals, no matter their background. I believe that everyone is important, everyone is equal. I have a strong love for animals and for nature. I believe in protecting the earth and environment we all share. I would like to become an activist to support animals and the environment. I want to do this by making flyers and more things with the turtleback suit. For example, now I'm working on making signs with FAQs on them about the animals there. At school, I'm working on making a flyer for saving the endangered red pandas. And lastly, I believe in all the principles of Unitarian Universalists and hope to work on them and use them throughout my life.
I'm Miles, and this is my faith statement. I believe that everything fits together. I look at the same occurrences that some say are evidence of a greater power and see the inherent logic of creation. I do not believe that creation is intelligent, but I believe that it is simply how a system naturally develops, and that is the organic beauty of logical systems. Thank you.
I'm Nadia Malay. I'm 13 years old and I live in Morristown with my parents and brother Aiden. This is my coming of age mentor. She's also my Aunt Kay. This is what I believe to be true. I believe in a world where every person's job is important. I believe in a world where skin color does not affect how we treat each other. I believe that if we take more time to dig deep inside, we will find out what is really there. I believe that every word and action means something. I believe that you should treat everyone that you know or don't know with respect. I believe all people should find their creative side in order to bring more joy into the world. And I believe that you should appreciate and be kind to every living thing.
Hi, my name is Austin. I believe that good manifestations and growing from your mistakes are some things that can help you navigate the world when you're feeling lost. When life takes you in many directions, it is important to step back and look at things from a different perspective. And you will often find that things aren't as scary as they seem. And that there is still hope. And with that hope, you will find the true meaning of inner strength. Thank you.
I'm Esther. Unitarian Universalism is a religion where you can have all different beliefs and still connect with everybody. My values align with this because I believe in loyalty, trust, and respect for everybody. I believe in rights for every human, no matter race, gender, ethnicity, or sexuality. I believe that anybody can make a difference in helping the planet or the discrimination against Black, Indigenous people of color, the LGBTQ plus community, and women. Respecting everybody's values is important so you can learn about other religions and beliefs. Thank you.
I'm Charlie, and this is my faith statement. So, faith. What a word, huh? It can take on many different meanings for such vastly different things, but they all centralize at a single similarity: how any one person can see the world. And so, hey, I ought to start talking about my faith in any one of the different ways to use it. Usually, the first thing someone thinks when hearing the word faith is religious beliefs, so guess I ought to start there. Spiritually, I believe that there's an upper being and an afterlife, and that there is a connection between those things and all living creatures. Other than that, I don't have too many personal spiritual beliefs, but hey, faith's ever changing, right? But faith isn't just religious. It can entail the trust in ethical beliefs, and explaining them can get a little complicated. In my belief, I see ethical faith as situationally versatile. In other words, there are sometimes different sets of ethical factors in different situations. For instance, I probably wouldn't run through heavy traffic just to get a can of chips, but I might consider it if I had a dire situation that crossing the heavy traffic might solve. And to be honest, faith can be just the plain definition, the trust or confidence in people or things. As someone who has a pretty concrete set of values, I have faith in many people and things. I have faith that we will get through this pandemic that we're going through. I have faith in myself as a good intended person. I have faith that things as a whole are heading in a good direction. And finally, I have faith in humanity as a whole. So, there you have it, my faith statement. Thanks for listening in.
Hello, my name is Jane Hiko. I believe all beings, human and otherwise, matter and deserve freedom. I feel called to the ancient Greek pantheon, but I believe that all religions can coexist and should stop trying to overpower each other's followers. Religious freedom, for me, is a thing all beings deserve. To say that another religion is dumb, stupid, or bad, and or that yours is superior to theirs, is to me a crime. All religions are good and deserve a place in this world. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Justice, and this is my faith statement. I believe that every action we make has a consequence, either bad or good. I value family and believe that family should come first. I don't believe that there is a higher power. Instead, I believe in the facts of science. I believe in the wellness of others as well as my own physical and mental health. I believe in peace, justice, and equality. I believe in the 7 principles of Unitarian Universalism. Thank you.
My name is Soren Jensen, and gaming is my favorite activity. My mentor Steve knew this and suggested I create a game to help define my faith statement. It's a game about life and the different things that can happen and how they can affect the world. The images on the board help show what I believe in. There are chance and choice cards about things that can happen and how they affect the world. What does the central image mean? I chose it mostly because it's a cow, but it does say that you can't explain everything. Just like this game, I can't explain it. It's not easy to explain my life. If I believed in God and heaven and hell, it would make life easier, but that's not what I believe in. I believe it is important to care for the earth and the home we share with all living things. I believe in the inherent worth and dignity of all people. Everyone deserves to be treated fairly and kindly. I believe in the democratic process that all people should have a vote about the things that impact them. I don't know what happens when we die. I don't know why bad things happen. What I do know is it's important to always do the best that I can. Life is about the journey, one day at a time, and we learn as we go. So the game, what are you going to do, has a point system. This is important because it's like a moral calculator. You get points based on making the right decision. We make the best choices we can based on the information we are given. There's a lot of uncertainty in life, which is challenging. Certainty can create stability, but often change is good, even if it's a little scary. As we wrap up this year and head into high school, we are beginning the next chapter in our lives. The year we've been through is unlike anything people have experienced in the last 100 years. It will be interesting to see what happens next. Thanks for being on the journey with me, friends.
When we welcome new babies into our community and dedicate them here in our sanctuary, we offer them the gift of a rose as a symbol of their beauty, their individuality, and our hope that they unfold fully into youth and then adults. Here at our coming of age ceremony, once again, we offer our children who are becoming youth a rose. Today we have a white rose and an orange rose. The white rose symbolizes new beginnings, and an orange rose symbolizes passions, fascinations, our gifts, and how we long to share them with the world. Today, we welcome these children into the youth community and the adult community, for they belong to our fellowship. And we hope that they will bring all of their passions and their gifts to allow our community to flourish. I invite our coming of agers to come forward. I'll hand you a rose, and then please have your rose join the other roses up here on the altar, symbolizing the wider community to which you belong. Welcome. And please know that when you are youth, you are eligible to join our fellowship and to vote. Welcome, all of you. You belong to us. We belong to you. Congratulations to our coming of agers.
Throughout the years at our fellowship and for most Unitarian Universalist congregations, spring is a very meaningful time for our youth and their parents. It truly is a time to pause and reflect. The young people on their stage of development, and for the parents, the beginning of a slow letting go. As part of our coming of age process, during the opening dinner, a ritual occurs, acknowledging this sacred time in their lives. A ribbon is used to represent the umbilical cord at birth. The youth and parent cut the ribbon together, representing the mutuality of the work at hand. At the end of the program, the parents were asked for their reflections and best wishes for their children in the form of a letter to them. Here are some excerpts from these letters. Listen carefully. They are lovely and heartfelt. One parent wrote, "Your teachers have told us how they value your insight and input, as well as your kindness in helping your friends. We know that you are continually changing, growing, and expanding in your creativity. We sometimes struggle to keep up with you, but please know that we always support your uniqueness and talent for thinking outside the box." Another wrote, "I don't think you would have chosen to spend so much time this year on something so introspective as your ideas about what is important to you and ideas about your faith. But I am proud of the commitment you made to this process once it got going. When asked, you rose to the challenge, and it has been meaningful to me to watch you go through it. I wish for you to hold on to your joyful and fearless pursuit of all things adventurous and playful. You bless our lives and our home with laughter, love, and kindness." It is hard to believe you are a teenager. Your ability to perceive others' emotions, your thoughtfulness, your kindness make me very proud. You have a spark, a little fire in you that lights up the room and draws people in spite of your sometimes quiet nature. And it is that little fire that you must listen to. It will help guide you. Try to always remember who you are and what your heart tells you. If you do this, whatever choices you make, whatever path you take, it will be the right one. When you gaze back through the years, this milestone may take on meaning yet to be realized. It is not easy to codify what you believe. Your creed is a living document that grows with you. This moment is yet another waypoint in your journey. You will find the more you discover in life, the things you thought you knew warrant re-examining, and the more there is to learn. You know that your strong will and determination, along with your creativity, will be a key part of your journey, and that you will be successful in whatever you give your whole self to. We cannot wait to see what you will do next. Wherever and whenever you may need us, we are here with love and support through it all. We had a glimpse into your future when you were quite young. We received a letter from a classmate's mother telling us how thankful she was that you stood up for her daughter on the playground. When we asked you about it, you seemed surprised that anyone would find that to be remarkable. You asked us why that wasn't everyone's instinct. Your willingness to stand up for what is right, regardless of the personal consequences, both inspires us and worries us. As our child, we want you to be safe, but we also want you to be happy. And as we see that activism, it fuels you. We are proud of who you are, who you have always been, and who you are becoming. The most important thing that we can tell you in this letter is that we love you. That it is true at all times, starting from before you were born. You can carry that knowledge with you your whole life and know that it is an unwavering, steady truth that you can always look to for strength. Exquisite. On behalf of the Religious Education Ministry of our fellowship, I am privileged to congratulate our youth on all that they have accomplished this year. We are ever proud of you and are grateful that you remain in our midst. I also wish to thank our advisors and mentors for their gracious gifts of time and dedication to the work of intentional listening and guidance. May there be many blessings on each and every one of you this day. Blessed be, and amen.
Sing, sing a song, sing out loud, sing out strong, sing of good things, not bad, sing of happy, not sad, sing a song, make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Sing a song. La 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 la. La 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 la. Sing a song. Let the world sing along. Sing of love that could be. Sing for you and for me. Sing a song. Make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing, just sing, sing a song.
We extinguish the flame of our chalice, but not the fire of our commitment to our youth, not the glimpses of bright light we have gleaned from their truths, and not the spark of hope they have ignited in us. These we hold in our hearts until we meet again. Blessed be.
It's another rite of passage, another coming of an age,
Another chapter finished, another turn of the page. For it's how we mark the moments that gives meaning to the days, making sacred rites of passage of each coming of an age. No two lives are quite the same, no one birth quite like another. A new story's being told for both the baby and the mother. A rite of passage for the child, from darkness into light. A rite of passage for the parents as they create another life. At first the first come quickly, little milestones on the way. First smile, first tooth, first step, then off to school for that first day. And before their parents know it, their baby's fully grown, heading out into the world with rites of passage of their own. Every age has its own story, every story its own rise. There are births and deaths and love and loss, with triumphs and failed times. And too soon the story's over, too soon the book is closed. But there are others left to read and love this life that's been composed. For it's another rite of passage, another coming of an age, another chapter finished, another turn of the page. For it's how we mark the moments that gives meaning to the days, making sacred rites of passage of each coming of an age. So celebrate each season, embrace the passing time, sing the happy birthdays and toast to old lang syne. For it's how we mark the moments that gives meaning to the days, making sacred rites of passage of each coming of an age.